That the statement, immediately the majority leader has concluded his statement. I will rearrange today's order paper and move to order number 8, 9, and 10, 12, and 14, and thereafter we shall resume the normal flow as contained in today's order paper. Majority Leader, you may proceed.
Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 57-1 to present to the Senate the business for the week commencing Tuesday, the 3rd of March, 2026. Mr. Speaker, during yesterday's afternoon sitting, and I really want to pass my sincere most appreciation to the members of this House who toiled yesterday long and hard to ensure that we transacted very long business. We concluded on about 4 bills and concluded on 2 important statutory instruments. That is the debt medium-term management strategy and the budget policy statement, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, dear colleagues, for your industry. And those reports, Mr. Speaker, I believe are now on their way to the executive for conclusion on those. We were able as well to conclude on a few reports on oversight visits by our various standing committees, like the Committee on Health, which had a report on a visit to, to Wajir County, and the report also of the Energy Committee on sudden business, Mr. Speaker. So I pass my sincere most. If we work like that, colleagues, we shall make this session quite meaningful.
Order, honorable senators. May the majority leader be heard in silence. I know there's some excitement trying to welcome the youth leader in the Senate, but
Mr. Speaker, they should just wake up and relax. That is enough. Mr. Speaker, we have the following legislative business that is before us. 63 bills that are still pending conclusion, of which 44 are at the second reading stage. 17 are the Committee of the Whole, and 2 are awaiting first reading. We have 3 motions that are pending conclusion, 18 petitions that are being concluded by the various respective standing committees. We have 445 statements pursuant to Standing Order number 53-1 that are under consideration by the respective standing committees. With respect to petitions, out of 18 pending conclusion by the respective standing committees, 17 are due for reporting. The timeline stipulated in Order 238-2 has been exhausted. The breakdown of the committees with petitions that are already due for reporting are the following. The Committee for Health has 1 petition. I can't see Senator Mandago, but I'm sure I've seen the Vice Chair, Senator Mariam Sheikh, who's here. The Standing Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs, they have 1 petition. Senator Sige was earlier in the House. The Standing Committee on Labor and Social Welfare, I don't see Senator Murgor, and I'm not very sure who the Vice Chair is. It's Crystal Asige. You guys have 3 petitions that are due for reporting. You need to conclude because citizens are waiting to know what exactly is the finding of Senate with regards to that particular matter. The king of all delays happens to be in the committee chaired by Senator Mohamed Faki, who I don't see in the House. He was here a few minutes ago. Maybe he has just stepped out to pick a call or something. They have 7 petitions, Mr. Speaker. This Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources. I believe they need to do better than what they are doing, and there are various members of that committee who are in the House, including the Vice Chair and the rest. Madam Speaker, it is not right to have 7 petitions due for reporting.
Majority Leader, did you just refer the chair as Madam Speaker?
Did I say that? My apologies. My apologies. I think because there was a madam passing there, Madam Hezena. So forgive me, Mr. Speaker. Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations. I don't see Senator Fatuma Dulo in the House. They have 2 petitions. Senator Eddy is busy, not listening to what I'm saying, while his committee, Mr. Speaker, has 2 petitions. Senator Eddy Okech, you have 3 petitions that are due for reporting. You have delayed in your committee on roads, transportation, and housing. Please expedite, because that's business. You cannot just be dealing with those matters alone. You have other business. I implore upon the stated standing committees to expedite consideration of these petitions and table reports therein. On Tuesday, the 3rd of March 2026, the SBC will meet to consider the business for the week. The tentative business for that week, for that day, will include business that will not have been concluded in today's order paper, as well as business indicated in the notice paper. On the tentative business for morning sitting on Wednesday, the 4th of March, will include questions to the CSs as approved by the SBC, as well as motions and questions. The schedule of questions is to the Agriculture Ministry by Professor Tom Ojienda, Senator for Kisumu, and to the CS for Youth Affairs and the Creative Economy and Sports by Professor Ojienda as well. So those 2 ministers are due to report to the House on their findings on those 2 statements sought by Senator Ojienda. The business for that afternoon will be any business that will not have concluded on Tuesday, Mr. Speaker, as well. These are the bills that are the second reading stage. The County Government State Officers Removal from Office Procedure Bill. There's a County Government Amendment Bill. Street Naming and Property Addressing System Bill. County Government Laws Bill. The Energy Amendment Bill. Environment Management and Coordination Bill. The Assisted Reproductive Technology Bill. The bills that are the Committee of the Whole, Mr. Speaker, which include some that are in the order paper today, the Sports Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 33 of 2024, the Office of the County Attorney Amendment Bill, the Public Fundraisings Appeal Bill, Senate Bill number 36 of 2024, the Heritage and Museums Bill, Senate Bill number 8 of 2023, the Environment Laws Amendment Bill 2024, the Statutory Instrument Bill, the Sports Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 45, the County Civic Education Bill, the County Hall of Fame Bill. The projected business for Thursday, 5th of March 2026 will include business not concluded in the order paper for Wednesday, 4th of March 2026, and any other business scheduled by the Senate Business Committee. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, and do hereby lay the statement on the table of the Senate.
Thank you, Majority Leader. And as I had already directed, I had rearranged today's order paper. So clerk, proceed to call the order number 8. And thereafter, we will proceed with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14.
Order number 8, the Mining Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 22 of 2025, first reading. A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Mining Act to provide a framework for the utilization of mineral royalties for the benefit of communities where the exploitation of mineral resources occur and for connected purposes. Order number 9, Committee of the Whole, the Cancer Prevention and Control Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 45 of 2022. Order number 10, Committee of the Whole, the Metrology Bill, Senate Bills number 45 of 2023. Order number 11, Committee of the Whole, the Election Offences Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bills number 28 of 2024. Order number 12, Committee of the Whole, the Public Finance Management Amendment number 4 Bill, National Assembly Bills number 45 of 2024. Order number 14, Committee of the Whole, the Tobacco Control Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 35 of 2024.
Just read order number 13. Senator Tabitha, I believe we are ready to prosecute order number 13.
Order number 13, Committee of the Whole, the Labor, Migration and Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bills number 42 of 2024.
Rise, honorable senators. As we prepare to go to the Committee of the Whole, I just want to remind you that I expect to see all of you tonight in Naivasha, because the program starts very early tomorrow. By 8:30, we ought to have assembled in the conference room, and we're expecting CS Duale at 10 a.m. So please purpose to spend the night in Naivasha so that we start tomorrow in good time. Thank you.
This one is also
Honorable Senators, you may resume your seats for the Committee of the Whole. Honorable Senators, we are proceeding on with the Committee of the Whole to consider order. Senators, can you take your seats? Senator Seki, Senator Abdul, Senator Shakila, please resume your seats, and Minority Leader, please resume your seat. We are starting with consideration of the President's Memorandum on the Cancer Prevention and Control Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 45 of 2022. Next.
The President's recommendation on Clause 2.
I propose the question that the President's recommendation to delete Clause 2 be approved, and I invite the Chairperson, Standing Committee on Health, to explain the meaning, purpose, and effects of the committee's recommendation. Chairperson, Committee, Standing Committee on Health, Senator Mariam, are you the one taking up that?
This is the reason. This was my bill.
Senator Mariam, can you proceed to prosecute these clauses and explain the meaning and purpose and the effect on the recommendation sent to the committee?
Madam Speaker, sir, I propose I propose as per the order paper.
I put the question that the President's recommendation to delete clause 2 be approved. Division at the end. Next. Cheradigei, what's your problem?
Madam Speaker, you remember I was the co-sponsor of this Cancer Prevention and Control Amendment, National Assembly Bills number 45 of 2022. While I have not, Mr. Speaker, I thought you should give guidance in future. I was the co-sponsor because the sponsor was Honorable Rahim Dawood. So I was the co-sponsor and I moved, it was supported. Is it not fair that when the President's recommendation comes, at least as the co-sponsor, I should be made aware? Because the Health Committee did not even invite me when they were considering the presidential recommendations. Maybe you can guide. Thank you.
Senator Cheradigei, that's a valid concern. I believe the chair of a standing committee on health should have invited you to get the feedback that was received from the President. In future, chairperson on standing committee on health, you should be guided on how you should deal with bills that are sponsored by members in their private capacity as members. Invite them, let them be part of the process and understand the new recommendations. So let's proceed.
The President's recommendations on clause 3.
I propose a question that the President's recommendation to delete clause 3 be approved, and I invite the chairperson, Standing Committee on Health, to proceed to explain the meaning, purpose, and effect of the committee's recommendation.
Madam Speaker, I accept as per the order paper.
I put the question that the President's recommendation to delete clause 3 be approved. Division at the end. Next.
The President's recommendation on clause 4.
I propose the question that the President's recommendation to delete clause 4 be approved and invite the chairperson, Senator Mariam, to proceed.
Madam Speaker, sir, Madam Speaker, I put a question as recommended as per the order paper.
I put the question that the President's recommendation to delete clause 4 be approved. Division at the end. Next. I now invite the mover to move. Guidance, do you need Senator Cheradigei?
Madam Speaker, you know, the reason I'm feeling a lot of pain is like a stillborn baby for my bill, the Cancer Prevention Amendment. Madam Speaker, when you look at Article 115, I want just to enrich the conversation about the presidential assent and referral. Madam Speaker, when you look at Article 115, 3 and 4, and I think the table office should guide us on this, that this matter will be considered by the 2/3 of the National Assembly and 2/3 of the delegation in the Senate, and the appropriate speaker shall within 7 days resubmit to the President. If if there is a referral of the bill. So I don't know what is the net effect in the deletion of the clauses, because I have just been shown the presidential reservation or memoranda that the deletion of a number of clauses. So what will be the net effect and the interpretation of Article 115, where we have considered? And if we don't reach 2/3 of the delegations of the Senate, does it mean the presidential reservations falls by the sword and therefore my amendment stands? Or does it mean that if the 2/3 is not, let's assume, Madam Speaker, that 2/3 is achieved in National Assembly, but 2/3 is not achieved in the Senate? What is the net implication when we don't rise up to 2/3? Does it mean my amendments will continue being alive? Because it means the presidential reservation and referral has not been acted to by Article 115 of the Constitution. Maybe, Speaker, you can give a ruling now, or maybe I can wait for a well-written ruling at any given opportunity. I yield back.
Thank you, Senator Charadige. I think as a basic rule, if 2/3 is not achieved, you know what you happen to the recommendation or to the proposal, ideally. So I don't think that should serve to stop the process of the committee of whole. So we proceed because the guidelines are well laid out under the standing orders and, of course, the overarching principles in the Constitution. So we proceed on, and I want to invite the mover to proceed to move this bill.
Madam Chair, pursuant to Standing Order 153, I beg to move that the Committee of Whole do report to the Senate consideration of the President's Memorandum on the Cancer Prevention and the Control Bill, Senate Control Bill, National Assembly, number 445 of 2022. Thank you.
I put the question that the Committee of the Whole do report to the Senate its consideration of the President's Memorandum on the Cancer Prevention and Control Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 45 of 2022. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Let's proceed on with the Labor, Migration and Management number 2 bill, Senate Bills number 42 of 2024. Let's reorganize that and wait for a few minutes for certain preparation to be done by the clerk. Let's proceed to the Meteorology Bill, Senate Bills number 45 of 2023. Thank you. Honorable Senators, we are now considering the National Assembly amendments to the Meteorology Bill, Senate Bills number 45 of 2023. Clerk.
National Assembly amendments to Clause 7.
I propose the question that the National Assembly amendments to Clause 7 be approved. and I invite the Chairperson, Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources to explain the meaning, purpose and effects of the committee's recommendation. Chair, proceed. Mohammed, Senator Mohammed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I propose that the bill be amended by deleting the words shall and shall come into operation on such a date as the Cabinet Secretary may by notice in the Gazette appoint. Clause 7. I move that the clause 7 be amended as per the order paper.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 7 be approved. Division at the end. Next.
National Assembly amendments to clause 12.
Madam Chair, I move that...
I propose the question. Just hold on,
Oh, thank
Chair.
you.
Resume your seat. We'll call you. I propose the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 12 be approved and invite the chairperson to move.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 7 be amended as provided for in the order paper.
It is not clause 7, it
Clause
is
12,
clause
sorry.
12. Can you
Clause-
repeat? Can you move it again?
Madam Chair, I propose that clause 12 be amended as per the order paper.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 12 be approved. Division at the end. Next.
National Assembly amendments to clause 19.
I propose the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 19 be approved. Chairperson, Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources, Senator Mohammed.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 19 be amended as provided for in the order paper.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendment to clause 19 be approved. Division at the end. Next.
National Assembly amendments to clause 38.
I propose the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 38 be approved and invite the chairperson, Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources, Senator Mohammed.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 38 be amended as provided for in the order paper.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendment to clause 38 be approved. Division at the end. Next.
National Assembly amendments to clause 53.
I propose the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 53 be approved. Invite the chairperson, Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources to move this motion.
Madam Chair, I move that clause 53 be amended as provided for in the order paper.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 53 be approved. Division at the end. Next.
National Assembly amendments to introduce a new clause 43A.
I propose the question that the National Assembly amendments to introduce a new clause 43A be amended and invite Senator be approved and invite Senator Mohammed to proceed and move.
Madam Chair, I move that new clause 43 be amended as provided for, 43A be amended as provided for in the order paper. Thank you.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendments to introduce a new clause 43A be approved. Division at the end. Next.
National Assembly amendments to clause 1.
I propose the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 1 be approved and invite the chairperson, Senator Mohammed, to move.
Madam Chair, I propose that clause 1 be amended as provided for in the order paper.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendments to clause 1 be approved. Division at the end. Next. We are done with canvassing the clauses in that bill, and division is at the end. I invite the mover chairperson to move this bill.
Madam Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the National Assembly amendments to the Meteorology Bill, Senate Bills number 45 of 2023, and its approval thereof with the amendments.
Can you move it in the right way, seeking leave to sit again tomorrow?
Okay. Madam Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the National Assembly amendments to the Meteorology Bill, Senate Bills number 45 of 2023, and seek leave to sit again tomorrow.
I put the question that the committee of the whole do report on its consideration of the National Assembly amendments to the Meteorology Bill, Senate Bills number 45 of 2023, and seek leave to sit again tomorrow. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. We are done with that bill. We are proceeding to the third bill, which is consideration of the National Assembly amendment to the Elections Offences Amendment number 2 bill. Senator Manzo, don't exit the House. We are considering the National Assembly amendments to the Election Offences Amendment number 2 bill, Senate Bills number 28 of 2024. And I'm inviting the clerk to call out the clauses.
National Assembly amendments to Clause 2.
I propose the question that the National Assembly amendments to delete Clause 2 be approved. And I invite the chairperson, Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights, represented by Senator Manzo, to move.
Can I have the dispatch? Thank you. National Assembly amendments to Clause 2. I propose the question that the National Assembly amendment to delete Clause 2 be approved. The chairperson, Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights, to explain the meaning, purpose, and effect of the committee's recommendation. Now, the explanation is, Clause 2 of the bill be amended by A, deleting paragraph A and substituting thereof of the following new paragraph. A, in paragraph H, by inserting the words or unreasonably delays immediately after the word fails. And then B, deleting paragraph C and substituting thereof the following new paragraph. C, by inserting the following new paragraphs immediately after paragraph M. N, conducts or holds an election in a police station which has not been published in the Gazette and publicized through electronic and print media of national circulation and other easily accessible medium. O, knowingly or intentionally interferes or alters declared results, or knowingly or intentionally causes another person to interfere with or alter declared results. Clause 4, the bill be amended by deleting Clause 4. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendments to Clause 2 be approved. Division at the end. Next.
National Assembly amendment to Clause 4.
I propose the question that the National Assembly amendment to delete clause 4 be approved. And I invite the chairperson, Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights to explain the meaning, purpose and effects of the committee's recommendation. Senator Manzo representing Senator Sigei.
Chair, clause 4, that the bill be amended by deleting clause 4.
I put the question that the National Assembly amendment to delete clause 4 be approved, division at the end.
Chair,
I now invite the mover to move this motion.
Chair, Honorable Chairperson, pursuant to Standing Order 153, I beg to move that the Committee of the Whole do report to the Senate its consideration of the National Assembly amendments to the Election Offences Amendment Bill number 2, Senate Bills number 28 of 2024, and seek leave to sit again tomorrow.
I put the question that the Committee of the Whole do report to the Senate its consideration of the National Assembly amendments to the Election Offences Amendment number 2 Bill, Senate Bills number 28 of 2024, and seek leave to sit again tomorrow. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. We are moving to the next bill in a few minutes. We are proceeding on with the Public Finance Management Amendment number 4 Bill, National Assembly Bills number 45 of 2024. I want to invite the clerk to call out the clauses.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill, and I want to invite the chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget, to proceed and move.
Madam Speaker, I propose that clause 2 of the bill be amended by inserting the following new paragraph. Immediately after paragraph A, that is by inserting the following subsection immediately after subsection 7, which talks about, notwithstanding subsection 7, Parliament may, by resolution, extend this time for consideration of the budget policy statement by a further 7 days. Madam Speaker, you've noted as a committee over time, because this is an annual process, at times there's a bit of delay from the different stakeholders through the different committees. And so it was a proposal by the committee that we just give it a bit of 7 working days. I submit.
I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed. I put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed. Division at the end next.
Clause 3.
I propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. Division at the end next.
Clause 4.
I propose the question that clause 4 be part of the bill. And I invite the chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget, Senator Tabitha, proceed.
Once again, thank you, Madam Chair. As a committee, we thought that clause 4 of the bill be amended in paragraph A by inserting the following new paragraph, which will be immediately after paragraph EB, which talks about the Public Finance Management Act of Section 23, herein referred to as the Principal Act, is of the cap amended in Section 23 by deleting the words 3 months, appearing immediately after the words not later in subsection 1, and substituting therefore with the word 2 months. We did this, Madam Speaker, so as to be a bit more precise with the time period. 1B, Madam Speaker, still in clause 4, the Principal Act is amended in Section 24, in section 2410 by deleting the words 3 months, appearing immediately after the cap, and then starting not later, and ensuring that it's substituted by 2 months. Madam Speaker, I submit.
I propose the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed. I put the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed. Division at the end next.
New clause 1A.
I invite the mover to move the new clause 1A.
I propose that the new clause 1A be read a second time.
I propose the question that the new clause 1A be now read a second time. I put the question that new clause 1A be now read a second time. Division at the end next.
New clause 1B.
Mover, please take it up. Senator Tabitha.
Madam Speaker, I propose that the question new clause 1B be now also be read a second time.
I propose the question that new clause 1B be now read a second time. I put the question that new clause 1B be now read a second time. Division at the end next.
New clause 3A.
Mover, Senator Tabitha, please move this clause.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. 3A, Madam Speaker, Section 68 of the Principal Act is amended in Section 2 by deleting the word 3 months, appearing immediately after the words year within in paragraph K, and substituting there